This is your High Desert Sports Report, the Victor Valley's only weekly action highlights sports program, covering our area's schools, teams, athletes, and sporting events. The 2021 Desert Sky League Championship comes down to the final game of the season. The defending league champion Saints of Adelanto needing to upset Silverado's Hawks to claim a share of the title. The Saints riding a 3-game winning streak fueled by sophomore sensation Keith Reynolds, who has scored 9 touchdowns in Adelanto's surge to contention. The Hawks arrive at Julian Weaver Stadium having clinched at least a share of the title, but in rebound mode, coming off an alarming non-league loss to Hesperia. The Hawks' offense is led by returning all-DSL running back, senior Juwan Howard, the High Desert's leading ground gainer, who averages 6.5 yards a carry behind center Russell Chapman, 74, 54 left tackle Donovan Scantlebury, left guard Nathaniel Mosier, 75, right guard Jonathan Ramirez, 73, right tackle Anthony Lopez, 61. Complementing and supplementing the Juwan Howard threat, versatile sophomore Darren Gandy, who averages 10 yards per carry from the Wildcat formation and 10 yards per catch at wide receiver. It will be Darren Gandy providing game-breaking backbreakers in Silverado's second-half surge this night. Silverado unleashes a second-half scoring barrage to barrel past Adelanto 60-36 and win the Desert Sky League Championship. The Hawks get a career night from this Roberto Ruiz to Lyndon Ravar connection, the sophomore quarterback and junior wide receiver collaborating on 4 scoring passes. Silverado's multiple-pronged offensive attack overcomes Adelanto's dual threat of Keith Reynolds and Rashawn Ramsey, the pair involved in 5 of the Saints' 6 touchdowns this night. It would be this Keith Reynolds pick 6 that opens the scoring, interrupting Silverado's initial possession, pirating the pass and returning it 88 yards. The teams will go back and forth, trading touchdowns, each scoring 3 the first half. The very young Saints answering the bell each time in kind when the Hawks crossed the goal line in the first half. It was 20-18 Silverado at the half. Here is how this showdown at A-Town starts out. Omar Alexander with the tackle for a loss on the first play of the game. Omar Alexander is 6 foot, 235-pound junior. Junior running back Kentry Duggins cuts off excellent blocking up front and carries for 10 yards. A penalty hampers the Saints' opening drive, and they turn the ball over on downs at their own 42. The Hawks' first down comes on this 4th and 4 carry by Juwan Howard, a gain of 9 for Hawk number 9. The 5'6", 160-pound senior will carry 34 times this night for 209 yards and score 4 touchdowns. Sophomore quarterback Roberto Ruiz connects with Carmel Trammell on the slant pattern. Carmel Trammell, 6 foot 155, a junior. But on the next play, Keith Reynolds intercepts at the 12, and nobody will catch the super sophomore speedster. The pick 6 puts the home team Saints on top 6-0. Silverado turns back the Saints' 2-point conversion. Omar Alexander grabs on. Jason Crawley, 8, and Kali Katoa, 52, join in. This fate awaits the Saints on every points after touchdown attempt that follows. Silverado's ensuing drive begins at their own 43. Carmel Trammell reverses field and gets outside, coming this way, picking up a quick 20 yards. The Hawks have to overcome their own miscues to keep this drive alive. Lyndon Ravar's excellent grab on this Roberto Ruiz pitch to the 34. Lyndon Ravar, 5'10", 143, a junior. It's 3rd and 3 on the next play, and Juwan Howard cuts back off 74 Russell Chapman's block, carries for the first down. From the 24, Roberto Ruiz hits Lyndon Ravar, who sheds a defender and glides into the end zone. Game is tied at 6, midway through the first quarter. Lyndon Ravar's career night is underway. He catches 8 passes for 216 yards and 4 touchdowns this game. The Saints come right back at the Hawks. 6'3", 170-pound sophomore Dijon Robinson fields the short kickoff, gives ground to get behind a wall of blockers, and returns the kickoff all the way down to the 21.
Received by number 4.
21.
Keith Reynolds demonstrates his elusiveness and open field expertise, bouncing off one tackler, keeping his balance, carrying another tackler with him, a 15-yard gain. Next play, the southpaw sophomore is at quarterback. Keith Reynolds pitches a strike to Rashawn Ramsey, who steps away from his defender and high steps it into the end zone. 6 yards on the scoring play, 6 points, Saints. Adelanto has regained the lead, 12-6. Sophomore free safety Fred Hunter, 5. First to make contact to stop this Saints 2-point conversion attempt. Fred Hunter, 6'2", 160. 26 is Andrew Almost, 5'11", 175, fellow sophomore. The Hawks waste no time. Rapid response, 6 plays, and 3 minutes later, Roberto Ruiz lifts his second scoring pass to the wide-open Lyndon Ravar. The 42-yard scoring play, it is 14-12, Silverado, 2.5 minutes remaining in the first quarter. Roberto Ruiz completes 11 of 19 for 194 yards and the 4 touchdown passes. Omar Alexander is often an immovable force in the middle. Hawks force a 4-and-out on Adelanto's next possession, the Saints turning the ball over on downs at midfield. But the Saints defense gets the ball right back. David Porter awarded custody in the battle for possession on the fumble. Adelanto's ball at the 41. David Porter, 6'1", 175-pound outside linebacker. First down play, Fred Hunter's hard tackle cuts short Kentry Duggan's gain. It will be 2nd and 6. 51, Tyler Blewett, 6'1", 275-pound senior. We go to second quarter action, and Adelanto has it first down at the 15 following a Hawks penalty for pass interference. The Hawks determined to avoid their last turnover, leading to points for the Saints. It's Andrew Almost initiating contact, no gain on the first down play. Nowhere for the ball carrier to go when met by 51 Tyler Blewett. 52 Kaliapasi Katoa spins from his blocker and wraps up the ball carrier. He is 6'3", 265, a senior. 99, the omnipresent Omar Alexander. On the 4th and 10, still at the 15, Keith Reynolds is forced out of bounds, shy of first down yardage, and once again, the Saints turn the ball over on downs. Silverado's first possession of the second quarter has them setting up at their 12. Successive carries by Juwan Howard, advancing the drive to the 30. The drive will stall, though. The Saints regain possession at their 30 following a quick kick. We see Hawks leading tackler Ruben Vega, 3, make one of his team-high 37 tackles on the season here. Team-high 19 solo tackles on the year for Ruben Vega, 5'8", 140-pound senior, strong safety. Disaster strikes the Saints in punt formation, the high snap, and Silverado will have it at the Saints' 22. And matters worsen for the Saints when this is ruled a completion, a call argued to no avail by 26-year-old first-year coach Isaac Griffin. Next play, Juwan Howard from a yard out. Hawks go up 20-12. We are midway through the second quarter of play. Reversal of fortunes for Adelanto follow on this Silverado aberration. Keith Reynolds strips the ball from Juwan Howard. How rare? His second fumble all season in what will be 112 carries. The Saints recover at the Hawks 37. Next play, Rashawn Ramsey heaves the high strike to the streaking Keith Reynolds, and the Saints have it first and goal at the 6. Adelanto will score later on this same play in the fourth quarter, an 18-yard touchdown pass from Rashawn Ramsey to Keith Reynolds. But for now, the matter at hand. Can the Saints get it into the end zone on this red zone possession? Rashawn Ramsey reverses field, flies by one would-be tackler, and scrambles to the 4. On second down at the 4, David Porter follows left guard Steve Wilson's block, slides past the linebacker, and powers into the end zone. The Saints are within a 2-point conversion of tying the score, but we know how that turns out. With 2.5 minutes to go before halftime, the Saints have pulled within 2 points of the Hawks, 20-18. Silverado appears headed to add to their first half points total. Juwan Howard's 26-yard burst to the red zone to the 12. That was fleet-footed Jermaine Scrutchins, 25, running him down.
36.
Juwan Howard gets outside and just shy of the end zone before slowed down by Jermaine Scrutchins and spun down by 81 Aaron Morrow. But offsetting unsportsmanlike conduct penalties on both teams erased the gain, and the Hawks reset. Testifying to their stubborn resolve, the Saints defense stiffens. 99, Darren Hughes, and 50, Steve Wilson, fight through their blocks, no gain. Darren Hughes, a sophomore, Steve Wilson, the senior. On 4th and 10 at the 12, it will be Keith Reynolds smacking Juwan Howard out of bounds at the 4, and the Saints take over on downs. 28 seconds show before halftime. Are the Saints content to play it safe and run out the clock? What we see next, further evidence of giving it everything we've got on every play. Rashawn Ramsey from his end zone, scrambling, dribbling, it might appear, regaining control, avoiding a safety, carrying until forced out of bounds, stopping the clock with time for one more play. And this play, microcosmic of Adelanto's play the rest of the game. We hear the first half clock run out of time. We're mindful of Detroit Lions All-Pro quarterback Bobby Lane saying, "I never lost a game. Sometimes I ran out of time." The second half would be Silverado's time to shine, doubling their first half total of 3 touchdowns with 6 more on their way to the 60-36 triumph in the Desert Sky League championship games. The triumph ends the COVID-convoluted 2021 campaign undefeated for second-year head coach Kieron Jones, whose 9 touchdowns against the Saints is his team's highest offensive outburst of the season. The outcome also throws the 3 challengers, Adelanto, Victor Valley, and Granite Hills, into a 3-way tie in second place in final league standings. Midway Home Solutions Action Highlights. This video sports online report presented by Midway Home Solutions. Midway features a huge selection of kitchen appliances, home and laundry appliances, electronics, furniture, and mattresses. Midway Home Solutions. Terry Kurtz here, inviting you to join us on Terry Kurtz Online, the half-hour report on high desert and Mojave River Valley events and activities, entertainment, and history. It shows 3 times daily at 7:30 and 11:30 mornings and 4:30 in the afternoon, right here on Victor Valley TV, immediately following your High Desert Sports Report. It's the most informative and entertaining half-hour of high desert television today. Your High Desert Sports Report is brought to you by Down Home Grill in Victorville on the corner of Bear Valley Road and Ridgecrest Road. Bid fast and last, sold on supporting High Desert Sports. Midway Home Solutions in Victorville. Deagle & Don always has discount prices on appliances, mattresses, home furnishings, and electronics. Valu Quality Truck Body. Family owned and operated since 1954. Valo manufactures state-of-the-art truck bodies for the construction industry nationwide. Greiner Buick GMC in Victorville. Greiner always has the best damn used cars, period. Iwanzik Law Firm, trial lawyers for serious problems. Desert High Transportation, reliable and dependable non-emergency transportation for ambulatory and wheelchair passengers. And by the Community Table Restaurant in the Holiday Inn in Victorville. The Bradco Companies present This Date in High Desert and Mojave River Valley Sports History. The Bradco Companies support the student athletes, teams, and sports programs at Victor Valley College, Barstow College, and the schools throughout our Mojave River Valley. On this date in high desert history, the Victor Valley Union High School District draws upon Santa Fe drifters and impressionist Greg Bosco to dramatize their 2010 attendance stimulus program. Sidecars and Buck Blair, headline makers this day in 2015 at Wheel to Wheel Raceway. Lefty Ryan Peck plays every position in 2019 Victor Valley College contest. Apple Valley High School's Computer and Media Pathways and Medical and Health Sciences Pathways recognized as Distinguished Academies in 2017. This series of flashbacks starts with Rams Baseball 2019. Uncommon situations have become common for the Victor Valley College baseball team in its final home games of 2019. Rarities, as in the use of left-handers in defensive positions not ordinarily played by a southpaw. Rams coach Irvin Bounds places lefty Ryan Peck's versatility on display this day. The VBC freshman plays one inning at every defensive position. Quite possibly the first time in California Community College baseball this has ever been performed. Ryan Peck behind the plate the first inning, unusual in itself for a left-hander to catch. Then first base the second inning, second base the third, shortstop the fourth, completing the infield cycle at third in the fifth inning. Then left field in the sixth, center field in the seventh, and right field in the eighth, before coming on to pitch the ninth. The opponent, the top hitting and first place team in the Western State East, Glendale. The two vaqueros he rings up in the ninth give him 32 strikeouts on the year in 59 innings pitched. The Rams offense gets started on the right foot. Leadoff hitter Johnny Castaneda steps into the second pitch he sees and lines a 350-foot laser over the left field fence. It leaves Willie Davis Pringle Field in a hurry. Third home run of Johnny Castaneda's freshman season. Johnny Castaneda comes oh so very close to hitting a home run in his second at-bat. Glendale left fielder Sean Harris makes as good a home run robbing catch as Rams coach Irvin Bonds quips he has ever seen at Willie Pringle Field. The following day, Johnny Castaneda steals 3 bases in the Rams' victory at Glendale to win the conference stolen bases crown with 27. He scores the first and last runs the following day in VBC's 5-3 season-ending win. The Silverado Lady Hawks have clinched their 4th consecutive Desert Sky League championship, bringing 10 straight DSL wins into Granite Hills in this last week of regular season play. Lady Hawks senior shortstop, co-captain, and leadoff hitter Michaela Alvarez is the first hitter of the game. Michaela Alvarez hits the 2-strike pitch into the 15-mile-per-hour wind and out of the park. Before the pregame dust has settled, Silverado is on top, 1-0. Michaela Alvarez will play next at Division I Bingham University in New York on a full ride. Fellow 4-year starter and co-captain Raquel Dominguez goes with the pitch and slaps it hard through the right side of the infield. Raquel Dominguez has a full ride to Oklahoma State, where she committed to her sophomore season. The Lady Hawks go on to load the bases in the first before Ariana Ramirez gets the strikeout on the high fastball to end the inning. The Granite Hills ace is a 10-game winner, entering this game with a 1.74 ERA and 81 strikeouts in 96 innings. Ariana Ramirez strikes out 9 more this day. The Lady Hawks have a runner on first, 1 out in the second. The pop-up drops out of the reach of the diving second baseman, but right fielder Jamie Rose Mancha rifles the throw to second to force the runner. Layla Chavez drives this one over the head of the right fielder. Michaela Alvarez scores all the way from first. A stand-up double for the freshman catcher, Layla Chavez. A 2-0 lead, Silverado. Raquel Dominguez stays back on the off-speed pitch and smashes the hard shot to second, putting runners on the corners with 2 outs. The Haley Alvarez base hit drops just inside the foul line in right. Raquel Dominguez scores from first, following Layla Chavez across the plate. 4-0 Silverado. Granite Hills gets on the board with the big fly ball, a home run off the bat of Ariana Ramirez in the bottom of the third. 4th home run of the year for the sophomore, who came in hitting .583. The third inning ends on the line drive to right fielder Levi Luna. With 3 in the books, the Silverado lead is 4-1. The Lady Hawks offense goes back to work. Freshman catcher Layla Chavez leads off the 4th with the base hit to right. Raquel Dominguez follows, again taking the off-speed pitch the other way. The hard single to right sends courtesy runner for the catcher, Anaya Easley, to second. Jacqueline Nunez steps in and slaps the base hit into center and loads the bases. Freshman pinch runner, Anaya Easley, to third. Freshman Levi Luna's base hit scores Anaya Easley, followed by Raquel Dominguez, and it's 6-1. Michaela Alvarez just misses hitting a second home run on the day, driving this one off the fence in right center field and settling for an RBI stand-up double. 7-1 Lady Hawks. The Lady Hawks go on to win 10-5. The Lady Hawks are ranked 11th in CIF Division 4, entering the playoffs.
Extreme sidecars and extremely interesting sidebars, leading storylines of wheel-to-wheel sprints and dirt carts racing round 3 of this 2015 racing season. Headlines should read, Buck Blair emerges victorious in the Pro 500 main. Alyssa Smith makes it winner's circle back-to-back in intermediates. But bring on the sidecars. Extreme sidecars. The sidecar is the one-wheeled device attached to the side of the motorcycle. The sidecar, sometimes called a hack. Extreme sidecars, 3 wheels, 2 riders, no brakes. They exceed 100 miles an hour when track conditions are ideal, and the 600 to 1000 cc motorcycle is running at its best. The California Department of Education recently selected Apple Valley High School's Computer and Media Pathway and Medical and Health Science Technology Academies as 2 of 14 programs in the state to be recognized as a 2017 California Partnership Academies Distinguished Academy. This select group was chosen out of over 400 programs in the state after demonstrating excellence in the implementation of high-quality educational programs that combine core academies with career technical education for California's at-risk students. Apple Valley High School was the only institution to be recognized for multiple academies.
The Victor Valley Union High School District draws upon theatrical means to dramatize their 2010 attendance stimulus policy.
ASVAB? What is ASVAB? You're doing some kind of nuclear missile drills or something on that day? I don't know. What is ASVAB?
Sure wish they had that make everyday pay attendance program when we were in school.
Yeah, then we wouldn't be having to rob banks for a living.
Dr. Ryder, I presume.
Oh my word, it's the Governor! Oh, I'm so excited. How are you, sir?
I am so pleased to meet you. I am here to congratulate you on your attendance stimulus package you have at the school district.
Oh, yes, but before we even talk about the stimulus package, could I get your autograph? This is such an honor.
There is another thing that really gives me a headache. Why can't the students have the cell phones on during class time? What if there's a family emergency? Or more importantly, what if I have to text everybody to let them know that the Terminator is on the movie channel tonight?
Well, maybe some of those residuals from your movie could go to our Good to Great fund for kids.
And on the count of 3, draw and fire. Got it? Got it. I think so. 1. I said on 3. Don't that fire 1? Serves him right for not finishing school. That's right.
Well, Governor, I just want to say thank you for coming. As you know, we have a 1,000-day plan. We're going to move this district from good to great, and glad that you're here to be part of that.
I'll be back.
We'll be back tomorrow with another series of flashbacks on this date in high desert history. Bid fast and last, sold on shining the spotlight on our area's outstanding students, entertainers, and athletes. Bid fast and last has been conducting world-class auction service online long before social distancing. You can bid virtual live online on Bid fast and last auctions of estates, firearms, fine jewelry, coins, antiques, and vehicles. Bid virtual live online at bidfastandlast.com. For those who thrive on torturous turns, grinding gears, fast action, and fierce competition, options abound on racetracks and courses throughout the Victor Valley. Competitive Edge in Hesperia is under new ownership and management. July's second weekend kickstarting the Ultimate Survivors Racing Series. All ages, levels, and divisions compete for trophies and prizes and points for the season series. Practices at Competitive Edge held weekdays on 5 tracks with hillside, adult, pit bike, and peewee tracks in addition to the main and national. Across the valley, Racetown USA in Adelanto hosting the National SSX Dirt Tour, the M4SX Rhino Race, the 2nd July Saturday. Stock cars roar at Victorville Auto Raceway at the County Fairgrounds in Victorville. Modifieds, IMCAs, the Novice All-Americans, and Street Stocks race for weekly honors Saturday night, as well as track championship points. Randy Vogel, Stacy Elderbaum, Joe Pasquale, and Roger Carter among points leaders in their divisions. The youngest of the aspiring race car drivers get their start in these dwarfs, and the youth-driven mini dwarfs circling the oval again this weekend with many preteen and younger drivers. Qualifications for the Western States Dwarf Car Association held earlier this summer. It's equal opportunity behind the wheel. Hesperia 11-year-old Brittany Elderbaum among the number of girls challenging the guys.
Well, 2 years.
What do you like best about it, Brittany?
Driving.
Is this a good track today, or is it a little rough?
It's better than it was yesterday.
Well, congratulations on your last race, and good luck to keep going.
Thank you.
Next door, wheel-to-wheel raceway sprints returning the 3rd Saturday in July. These quick finishers hit 80 miles an hour down the straights. Speedway motorcycles also circle the wheel-to-wheel oval. Sunday, July 15th, Southern California Timing Association hosts the Run for World Speed Records at El Mirage Dry Lake. Practically every conceivable style of vehicle imaginable takes its shot at entering the record books. Many current world record holders on hand trying to improve their times. Terry Kurtz here, inviting you to join us on Terry Kurtz Online, the half-hour report on high desert and Mojave River Valley events and activities, entertainment, and history. It shows 3 times daily at 7:30 and 11:30 mornings and 4:30 in the afternoon, right here on Victor Valley TV. Your High Desert Sports Report is brought to you by Down Home Grill in Victorville on the corner of Bear Valley Road and Ridgecrest Road. Bid fast and last, sold on supporting high desert sports. Midway Home Solutions in Victorville. Deagle & Don always has discount prices on appliances, mattresses, home furnishings, and electronics. Valu Quality Truck Body. Family owned and operated since 1954. The Bradco Companies, supporting all of the teams and sports programs throughout the Mojave River Valley.
Iwanzak Law Firm, trial lawyers for serious problems. And by the Community Table Restaurant in the Holiday Inn in Victorville, supporting high desert teams, athletes, and sports programs. This is your High Desert Sports Report, the Victor Valley's only weekly action highlights sports program, covering our area's schools, teams, athletes, and sporting events. Thanks for watching.